Good morning, friends. In the last video, we discussed the woman constable alleged against a male constable that he came into her house armed with deadly weapons. He has outraged her modesty. He sexually assaulted her. He intimidated her. All these sections were there. But ultimately, since no departmental inquiry has been conducted, so his contention was allowed and the department was asked to conduct an inquiry. Here, another victim of false case by a girl has come to light in Kerala state. This boy, he is a teenage boy, aged about 20, he is studying 18 years. He is studying +2 from Tenala near Tirurangadi of Kerala state. So, he was picked up on midnight by the police from his house, and even though his parents asked the reason, his parents asked as to where they were taking him, no message was given to them, and he was forcibly taken to that Tirurangadi, some PS in Kerala state, where he was detained for 2 days, and of course he was shown arrest and sent to court. Why all this thing happened is, he was booked under POCSO Act 2012. You may be knowing, Prevention of Children from Sexual Offences, very powerful act. So the girl aged about 17 years. So she was his junior, and she alleged that he subjected her to aggravated or penetrated sexual assault, basing on which she got pregnancy. Finish. So on section 6 and 8 were booked against him, and he was sent to jail. He was incarcerated in jail for 35 days. So he challenged the same, saying that he was totally innocent. Luckily, the DNA test was also conducted, and the DNA test came in favor of this boy. The DNA test result emerged that he is not the biological father of the so-called fetus or the child. Now what to do? So here please remember, DNA examination proved that the boy was not responsible for pregnancy, right? Now what if the boy, see his pathetic condition. The boy says he underwent severe mental trauma after being wrongly arrested, that too in a POCSO case. Who is going to compensate me for what I suffered that day? And he has commented very badly on the police also. We'll come to that aspect. So, who is going to compensate me? I am a student. I have to pursue so many students. Can I go to the college with so much of coming on me? Then he says that he was moved between 2 police stations and 3 jails. In the jeep, a police constable showered abuses on him. Normally, police behave like that. So, normally, they use the so-called intemperate or abusive language. So, he is a student. He has found, see how sensitive he is. He says that the police constable showered him with abuses. And the worst police behavior was at Kalpan Kancheri PS. Yes, because definitely police might have used brutal words or brutal methods to extract confession from him, but since he is innocent, normally it is difficult for the police to get at the truth. Normally they go with suspicion. They will be under the impression that this might have committed the offense. To eliminate the same, definitely they would have thrashed him, for which he felt very bad. That too young age, very this tender age. Once they get an opinion, till the end of his life, he will be having a bad opinion about the police. That is the main problem. So police officers should mind this. And he says he wants to file a case against the police who misbehaved him brutally, but his parents are not willing, because parents, they have seen the society. So if you pick up a quarrel with the police, unless you are a rich fellow, unless you are an influential person, unless you are politically in a high position, it is very difficult to tackle the police. That's why. But at least he says the case should be properly investigated and the culprits brought to book. So here what happened is, this boy was arrested and sent to jail. Then in the jail, they asked for his, since he is accused, his permission or his consent is necessary for the DNA examination. Yes, he is ready for DNA examination. So both samples were taken incidentally. Maybe it is Kerala or whatever it is, but because of the urgency, the test report has come within 15 days and negating the same. So now the court which sent him to gallows, which sent him to jail, the court ordered his bail immediately. Very fastly taken, but anyway, we cannot get back the trauma or the shame the boy felt. But why I am making this case is there are certain women students or youngsters, particularly the females, who misuse the POCSO Act, just like 498A case. So this is one such example. Of course, I cannot say that all the women are like this, but such incidents do happen, and you have to separate the chaff from the grain. Then only you will be able to assess who is correct and who is not correct. Otherwise, just like the police of this Tirurangadi, so they have straight away arrested him, sent him for remand. Truth came out. What is the purpose of investigation? Yes, the purpose of investigation, ultimate goal of the investigation is to trace out the truth. The police should have waited for some time, but in a hasty manner they have arrested the accused. Now, who is going to save him? So see how much trauma he has suffered. Very bad incident. So please note it, and whenever necessary, you can cite this example. Thank you very much.